Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 3. Last episode was fantastic. Top 5, top 10, minimum. Great episode. Londo, heart attack. His second heart's going to give out. So he goes into this subconscious judgment of himself. Is it because of his guilt? Is it because a piece of Jakar's psyche remains from when he did Dust and basically assaulted Londo's mind? Maybe a little bit of both. All I know is amazing character development. Londo apologizes to Jakar. It's been a long time coming. We also had my man Lanier leaving Babylon 5 because he loves Delin and he knows there's no chance because she likes a manly human man who comes back from the dead and who looks good in a goatee and likes to throw nukes around. That's her kind of man. And that ain't you, Lanier. So I'm sorry for you. Better luck next time. But yeah, it was a great episode. The Londo moments just made it. It was better than the first episode of Season 5 for sure. But I have high hopes for the rest of the season, so let's just get into this episode. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. Hello, little ship.
Please, everyone.
Sheridan. League of Non-Aligned Worlds.
Everyone, please.
Order.
You have to understand, the Alliance is moving as quickly as it can.
Why can't you sign the declaration?
You cannot legislate morality, Delenn.
No, but we can encourage others to act with charity toward one another. The Alliance is about more than hardware.
I will remind the Drazi ambassador that the Centauri Republic has already signed the declaration.
And if the Centauri can sign it, anybody can sign it.
Right, wait a minute.
The Drazi have always respected the rights of our neighboring worlds. We have never enslaved a race or exploited another race. We do not need others to teach us morality.
He's right. You can't legislate morality. You can try. You can try.
Londo thinks we should drop the Declaration of Principles.
Yeah, well, you gotta consider the source, right? I hate to say it, but I'm with Londo. But this isn't the time to start legislating morality or ethics, fairness. Hell, we've been working on that one for over 6,000 years. You're not gonna settle it now.
If we don't make it clear what we stand for right from the start, then we don't stand for anything. I didn't go through all this just to make a social club or some high-tech store.
I see both
This
points.
is about something.
I see both points.
I'm just saying this isn't the right time. Call me a warmonger if you like, or slightly to the right of Attila the Hun, but as your duly appointed director of covert activities, I'd like to see a little less of the touchy-feely and a little more of the iron fist and the velvet glove. These people respect strength, nothing else. Now, sooner or later, you're gonna have to use force to make this thing work. If I were you, I'd be spending my time contemplating that nasty reality and let morality take care of itself.
Garibaldi
here just to depress me.
coming in with the
No, I
wisdom.
can do that anytime.
I completely get both sides. All right. You can't legislate your human-based morality onto alien worlds, especially ones who don't have the history of humanity. We're like, we don't need to be told this shit. We never enslaved people. We never conquered worlds, blah, blah, blah. But I also get, if you're creating a new alliance, you want something like a Bill of Rights, something that everyone agrees upon, so you have a universal foundation of beliefs for your organization. I get both. I get both sides.
Mercat! Mercat! He is here. They have come. He is a ranger. Help us, Mercat. He will take word of our situation to the Alliance at Babylon 5, and they will come. They will fight for us, and they will save us. They must save us. We have no other hope.
Great maker, I need a drink.
Well, they don't like to say we commit to anything. They prefer the universe through us agrees to.
Make that 2 drinks.
Somehow, Jakar, I don't think a rewrite will solve the problem.
We may be able to get the Bakmara on board to help,
but they're going to need something in exchange.
Oh, offer them my body. Another 10 minutes of this, I'll be dead anyway.
I second the motion. Just a moment. My muse.
They're almost friendly.
I've been collating the latest reports from the Rangers. Now, while they're all very thorough and very considering, they could be better, more complete.
How? They use every available means of gathering information.
Not telepaths.
I think I know where this is going.
I want permission to use some of these telepaths to gather covert intelligence on our behalf.
Now, there are rules against that sort of thing, Michael.
Yeah, that's right. Psychor rules.
Yeah.
But who in this room supports the
We're not
anyway?
Psychor.
And besides, the rules apply only to human telepaths. Mibari telepaths can do whatever they want. The Centauri have been using military teeps for over 300 years. Every race, except ours and the Narns, use telepaths in some kind of military or intelligence capability. And the only reason the Narns don't do it is because they don't have any natural-born teeps. No offense.
None taken.
None taken.
Michael, we know there is a crisis coming between normals and telepaths. I let them aboard, figuring we could keep them in our back pocket until they were needed.
And all I'm saying is let's move them to the front pocket instead of the back pocket. All I want is permission to have the conversation. They say no, end of discussion. They say yes, you can vote on it. Call it a fact-finding mission. Nothing wrong with facts, is there?
That seems
all right.
Seemed like a good compromise. Yeah.
Suppose there's no harm in just having a conversation.
That girl had really pretty blonde hair. And it was all like crimped up or curly. Oh, speaking of pretty hair, look at that dude. It's a not a VH1 commercial, but
I'm looking for a guy named Byron.
What is it, VO5?
Alberto VO5 Silky Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner with 5 vitamins. Our best ever formula deeply nourishes hair to leave it not once, but up to twice as shiny.
If VO5 can make my hair this shiny, imagine what it can do for you. VO5. Whatever you do, and whoever you are, shine.
Afternoon.
The evil warlock from Charmed.
And the answer is no.
Wait a second.
Love
you
it.
didn't hear what I had to say.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
In your head.
I heard your proposition.
In your mind's eye.
I heard what you thought I would probably say in response, and I heard the counter-arguments you plan to use.
You said you wanted to work to earn your keep?
We did. We do. We will work. We will fix, sell, rent our services. We will do whatever we must to survive. But we will no longer take orders from mundanes or belong to organizations which take us in only when it is convenient, when they need us and when they can use us. That includes Psychor, and that includes you. Good day, Mr. Garibaldi.
One, quit calling us fucking mundanes, buddy, okay? That's a little bit, that sounds a little bit, I wouldn't say racial, but it's definitely a slur. Like mundane this, mundane that. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? I'm Garibaldi, all right? I will shoot you in the face and not think about doing it because now you told me your little secret, so you won't even see it coming. And 2, we're not going to offer our services or whatever the hell he said. You came here to help. You offered your services, and now that we're asking for them, you're acting like it's some sort of burden. Do you want to be paid for your services? Is having free room and board not payment enough? And why do all of these damn psychics, telepaths, they're not psychics, they're telepaths. Why do they all have such good hair? Look at this. Every motherfucker down here has really good hair, except for Garibaldi. Just rubbing it in, ain't they? Rubbing that shit in.
Medical assistance needed.
Oh, that ship's been blasted to hell.
How is it? Not good.
That's our ranger.
Lost a lot of blood. I fixed the shot. Let's go, people. Let's move. Let's move now. Come on, bring it in.
Can you do anything for him, Stephen? Anything at all?
I've done everything I can, Delenn. The ship was shot to hell. Computer systems down, long-range comm systems dead, life support non-existent. It's a miracle he got here in one piece.
Were you able to find out why he was coming here?
No, he passed out before he could say anything.
We need a telepath.
For sure, though, somebody wanted to stop him from getting here alive.
If we do not find out, then his death will be meaningless. And whoever did this will be allowed to escape justice. We need a telepath.
You read my mind.
There are higher courts, Stephen. Surely we will find justice in one of them.
They must save us. We have no other hope. Our world has many resources other races might find valuable. We kept this to ourselves because we do not have the capacity to defend ourselves from those who would take them from us. We wish to join your new alliance. What others have taken by force, we wish to give freely to your cause. In 12 days, they will come by force. If you come by then to help, then we will live. If you do not come, we will die.
I'm dying, aren't I? Aren't I?
Psychic projection.
I'm sorry. You know, the Nephili are good people. Decent people. Don't let them die because I failed.
Oh, the portal to the next place? The world beyond. Carol Ann! Stay away from the light! It's October. I can do a poltergeist joke.
Lita says they're called Nephili. The world is located on the edge of Drazi space, but the Drazi have never claimed it as a protectorate, never shown much interest in the outer territories.
So, they are on their own, unless we help them out. Whoever's out there bombing the Nephili, they managed to trash a White Star.
I mean, yeah, true.
Superior firepower,
true.
In strength, or in numbers.
I didn't even think about that. That ship was blasted to hell.
So, I have no idea how many White Stars to send out there to deal with this.
Well, if you're going to make a point, why not make it so that no one misses it? Send all of them, or at least as many as we can afford. Ducat once told me, if you can create sufficient fear in your enemies, you may not have to fight them. Always remember that terror is also a form of communication.
He taught you well.
He learned all that during the occupation of Bajor.
Contact the White Star fleet. Send as many as possible to rendezvous at a staging area in sector 500 by 9 by 13. Since this encroaches on Drazi space, I wanted you to know that we were going in and ask for your help. Here's the background information.
Of course. I will speak with my government. If we can help, we will do so.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll wait for you at the rendezvous point for as long as we can.
Are they secretly the Raiders? Are you secretly the Raiders? You evil bastards. Does he know? How miserable is her life? My God, she looks so unhappy. Wearing that Psycor emblem, working with Bester.
I've been looking all over for you.
Not wearing gloves.
Got a job for you. I'm putting together a covert intelligence unit. I'd like to include a small group of telepaths. Since we have a bunch of them living down in Brown Sector, I went to see them.
Did they tell you they were tired of being used by mundanes?
Yes,
Did they tell you to go to hell?
in so many words.
Then I don't see a problem. Nice talking to you, Mike.
I'm asking you to do this as a personal favor. If not for me, then Sheridan, Delenn, Lita. They believe in this new alliance. They think they can make a difference. Help.
They wouldn't even pay my rent. I had to go back to Psycor. Come on. They'd leave me hanging every time.
They're trying so hard, and they're gonna need all the help they can get, whether they know it or not. You do this for me, and I swear I will never ask you for anything ever again. Till the next time.
Okay, that's better.
What is that?
That looks like the opening of Jakar's Declaration of Principles. I guess he finished revising it.
Read it to me.
Oh, I'm not nearly as good a speaker as Jakar is.
Quit being modest. Come on.
Read it.
We've all heard you give speeches that would shake the foundations of heaven.
In many languages, but only one voice. The language is not Narn, or human, or Centauri, or Gaeum, or Minbari. It speaks in the language of hope.
It speaks in the language of trust. It speaks in the language of strength and the language of compassion. It is the language of the heart and the language of the soul. But always it is the same voice. It is the voice of our ancestors speaking through us, and the voice of our inheritors waiting to be born. It is the small, still voice that says, we are one. No matter the blood, no matter the skin, no matter the world, no matter the star. We are one. No matter the pain, no matter the darkness, no matter the loss, no matter the fear. We are one.
I do love the spell check online.
Gathered together in common cause, we agree to recognize this singular truth and this singular rule, that we must be kind to one another.
Because each voice enriches us and ennobles us, and each voice lost diminishes us. We are the voice of the universe, the soul of creation, the fire that will light the way to a better future. We are one.
You're keeping us out. You're keeping all of us out. Why?
I don't let anyone in anymore.
Pity. Here. Sit. No! It was not phrased as a request, now was it? It was phrased as an order. Sit. Stand. Roll over. Bark. Always taking orders. Running errands for other people. Good little telepath.
Sheridan, you let a
Good
radical
little
on the damn
lapdog.
station. Come on.
Has it occurred to you that you deserve better? That's why we're here. Because we're tired of being ordered around by those who cannot hear the song we hear. Tired of being used as cannon fodder, as inquisitors, as executioners, and as bloodhounds.
They forget we're human beings, too.
No, not human beings. Better. That's why they're afraid of us.
See, that's the kind of rhetoric I don't like, dude.
What a piece of work is man. 6,000 years of brutality, murder, and slavery. An animal does not do this to its own kind, but they do it to each other.
Some animals do. Some animals do.
Unless we find a way to help each other. Unless we care for one another.
Humans being animals. Yeah, I don't know, dude. You're talking crazy.
Tell me that it matters to you that I help your friend.
This dude's evil, man.
It matters to me.
Tell your friend we will find him two among us who are trained beyond reproach. They will find for him all the things that are hidden, all the things that are dark, and all the things that are secret. Tell your friend that the White Stars they've sent to help the Infili are going into a trap. In a little while, they will all die, and all those they sought to protect will also be dead.
The Drazi were behind the whole thing from the start.
I knew it!
They gave the Raiders guns, ships, support, equipment, and let them go after all the independent worlds at the edge of Drazi space. In return, the Drazi shared equally in whatever they took.
You saved a lot of lives today, Lita. Thank you.
Can you cut my rent on my room?
You're welcome.
Sorry to bring you out in the middle of the night, but we thought you should see this. Ambassador, good. You should most definitely take a look at this. Here, come on over here.
You busted, son!
But what are those shapes around in Philly?
Those are White Stars, Ambassador.
How many?
All of them. We have offered your worlds advice and technology, offered to help you coordinate food supplies and resources. Now we put another of our promises into effect. Is there something wrong, Ambassador?
I need to call my government.
We're in the middle of a council meeting. I'm sure it can wait until later.
Yes, the battle should be starting very soon now.
No, I need to talk to them. I need to talk to them right now.
Why? Could it be because those are your ships coming to attack the Infili?
Your ships have been working with the raiders to exploit and terrorize those people for 10 years?
I can't...
Answer the question, Ambassador.
Yes, it's true! Please, you have to let me save them. We have hundreds of our people on board those ships.
And the Infili have been dying by the thousands because of you.
Let me stop our fleet. Tell them to turn around. We will leave the Infili unharmed. I swear to you, we will never bother them again. Please.
You have betrayed us all.
All right, there's an open stellar comm link in the other room. Go on. I was just thinking. Both our problems were solved by telepaths. First, by getting the important information from the Ranger, and then from the Drazi ambassador. Mr. Garibaldi was right. Again, I'm not convinced...
Mr. President! Oh, good. I was looking for these.
What are you doing?
Well, we need to get everyone to sign them again.
What?
Well,
Do you understand what we went through to get them signed even once?
I revised it again. It's better.
Jakar?
Well, look.
It's better.
My God, that's so much better. I love Jakar.
Some days it's like living in a madhouse.
Come be with your people. Your hair is nice, and it fits in here. I mean, look at that. They all have such good hair.
What you were saying earlier about telepaths. I've decided. I'd like to hear a little more about your ideas.
Of course.
Tell me more about your telepath cult. I'll be right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 3. It was okay. It felt more like a early TNG episode, though. Like, this doesn't quite feel like Babylon 5. Last episode did. Episode 2 did. But this episode is very TNG syndicated television. It's weird. It's got the Babylon 5 cast and crew, and it's got Babylon 5. But it's like they all were in someone's mind when they died a little too often. And the soul was not there this episode, except for little glimpses. Jakar writing a new version of his scroll and needing new signatures and running around. Loved it. Garibaldi being talked down to by the telepaths. That was pretty good too. But a lot of this just did not feel like Babylon 5. And I know, it's the 5th season. They thought they were going to get canceled. There's some mediocre episodes. It gets better. I know all of this. I am keeping the faith. I'm not saying it was trash, and I'm keeping the faith that it's going to get better. But I'm a reactor. I got to speak the truth, or what's the point of any of this? It didn't feel like Babylon 5. It felt like a early Season 1, Season 2 episode of TNG. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, continue to come on the journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Going to wash my hair to get that amazing telepath hairdo going. And I'm signing off.